the door itself, you don't think that's just a coincidence.
Yeah, I'll hit those that match.
Cool. As you like move your fingers, as they come in contact with that illusion, as you're like going to touch the physical buttons, um, there is a haptic feedback on that illusory magic. You are actively interacting with it. Enter in the
Okay,
code.
that's weird. I mean, I've
You
seen illusion shows, but like you can check this out. You can actually like feel the button. No, I'm the only one that finds that cool. Okay, hitting the button.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty weird.
I just don't know if I want to touch it in case it fucks it up.
uh, you enter in the symbols. Nothing immediately happens, but from your nat 20, you translate one of the symbols at the bottom is like engage.
Guess I gotta marry a door. Click.
All right. There's a hiss and a whir, and the doors slide open. They reveal another chamber inside. This one larger. It's about 40 feet in diameter. Sparse, though, in this place. There is, on one, let's say the northern side of the chamber, a huge arching doorway. Obscenely large. 30 feet at its widest, 50 feet at its tallest. In the center of this chamber, there's a half moon concave array of work tables, is your best guess. Hunks of metal arranged in a fashion that if someone were to stand on one end, they would be the conductor of whatever this place is. There are grates that create a circle in the floor to tubing machinery unknown underneath that gives off a dull white glow. There are two bodies in here. Skeletons. There is also, they are near the center workstations. There is also on the western side of this wall, the western side of this chamber, there appears to be damage on the walls nearby. You can see dirt and stone kind of falling through. And next to it, there is this red. It looks like, best description, like a red kind of cyst that seems to have lashed itself against the metallic wall near that portion. Kind of tendrils leading down to the ground against the wall on the top and the bottom, and the center of it is not red. It transitions from a red to an orange to a kind of yellow. It's slightly translucent in that big central portion, and it's kind of large, like a few feet in diameter itself. The room illuminates slightly with the little lights, crystals that you've been seeing. Some working, some not.
Uh, question real quick. Was I able to remove my smith hammer from the platform, from the pedestal?
Do you wish to attempt?
Yeah.
Yeah. With a bit of effort, you are able to pull it out. Um, doesn't try to like hold it or keep it or anything like that. Um, you can feel like as you pull it out, like you can feel and hear mechanisms also like engaging, disengaging, locking the platform in place.
Um, and you said the two bodies have just been reduced to skeletons, right?
Yeah, there are skeletal remains. Their clothing, as it were, is uh, the cloth is deteriorated very badly. What metal is on them is like severely corroded and rusted. Um, they have what looks to be like uh, like the broken remains of a like a dagger and a sword, but they're like again severely corroded.
And that's more obviously age than like hyper fast dissolving.
Taking a look at it, you are familiar with weaponry and the like how like hey, you leave a weapon out and don't take care of it, time does its thing. Yeah, these things look aged to hell.
And the cyst, is it like moving at all?
Oh,
Um, would you like to approach and find out?
Uh, it's Merv, so yeah.
Okay.
Slowly like inching my way over, like one step at a time.
Yeah. How close do you get?
Uh, Probably like 15 feet away to start with. See
Okay.
what I
Yeah.
can see from there.
Yeah, you approach it, as everyone is like exploring the room here, right? Stepping in, just cautiously taking in the environment. Merv, you meander your way through. For you, what may be one of the more interesting things of like
Mm-hmm.
that's different.
Yeah,
Everything here seems like okay, but that
yeah,
is out of place.
that's bad.
Um, yeah, you make your approach cautiously towards it. Um, you come within about 15 feet of it and just observe it for a little bit.
I think
Um,
Merv would be trying to like walk softly, assuming that if it like we've encountered slimes and shit before, and Merv knows enough to know they can like detect vibrations, right?
mhm.
So it's like step, pause for a long moment, step, pause for a long moment. So you're never making like a constant stream of noise.
Yeah, yeah. um, you and your shadow and cauldron approach, and give it about 15 feet after a short time, and just to kind of observe it. Initially, you
Yeah.
don't see any activity to it. You observe it for a little while, and as people are filling the space, exploring, doing what they're doing, you notice it does every now and then kind of jiggle.
Just to
Is it
clarify, the weapons were in the skeleton's hands or like in sheaths on belts?
You see, one of them is like in the hand. Well, best guess it was, like probably like it's come a little bit away from it, so best guess is it was probably in their hand. The other one, is just on the floor nearby, and they're both near that center, kind of moon, half moon, crescent moon workstation area.
I'm gonna write down on a sheet of paper this thing is alive and mage hand it like over in front of Rainier. and just hold up with my actual fingers, like getting, because I'm like the nearest one to it, like the motion.
Uh-huh. I'll give you back a nod, and then like point a circle and just kind of like let everyone know.
I look
uh,
over the console. Are there buttons that the crescent moon console thing that these bodies are near? Are there buttons with symbols I recognize?
There are so many fucking buttons here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like you can see there's a delineation between there's about like 8 different panels here, all with different buttons and mechanism and lever, and they all have different symbols on them. Um,
Question. In sitting and looking at it, can I determine if I think it's like biomechanical? Like I have actually 4 different separate references for like biomechanical liquid, right? Or like
mhm.
liquid that is like laced with metal, including the clone that is behind me.
Sure, sure. Um, Looking at it, not touching
Mhm.
or getting a sample of it, the
Yeah.
information is limited.
Yeah,
However,
just in the way it moves when
yeah, in the visual information you get and your frames of reference, so far everything seems biological.
okay.
Yeah, you don't see
Yeah.
indications of a combination of metal or anything.
Yeah, like
But you
weird
wouldn't know
shimmers
until
and
you
stuff.
like exercised it, or excised it.
oh, is there any? You said there's 8 like panels of buttons.
Yeah, just a shit ton of stuff going on here.
If I took a minute to look at like one of them, even without dwarvish, is there any amount of like ancient arcana that might click some uh equative, not necessarily equative, but just like this thing probably does this based on what I can kind of piece together, or am I barred by language?
Make a ancient arcana check. This is something that could be possible.
Okay. I'll just roll another arcana since it'll be the same
Sure.
modifiers. Fair.
Okay. You're looking it over, and like you begin to reach out towards something, and then like take your hand back. You're like, oh no 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 no. I don't know what that is. Uh, um. With the 8, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff here. It's for a purpose, and these like the all these workstations like you can't make much sense of them, and you're like you just look straight ahead and like up and straight ahead. This workstation faces that giant doorway.
Oh. I and this doorway's closed, right?
Yeah, this is a like giant sealed arched, like it's an archway, and like it is sealed.
Huh. Does that archway have any correlatable runes between it and this board?
Make an investigation check. You step up to it. I mean, there's so much metal in here, and it is like it's dark in here still. Even with like the base illumination, it's still kind of dark. So you bring your crossbow and still illuminated, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, kind of scrubs some of the just age off of this door in a little place of. I mean, the door's enormous, so you kind of smear a little place of it. There are symbols on this door. Um, they're you see they're small at first, and as you kind of wipe away a little bit more, you take a step back, and you realize that these small symbols are also making large symbols on the door at the same time. Like they're also part of a larger symbol system. There is a mixture of like uh, really old, like primal arcana here, and those strange, what you have now determined from working with Ember and others, right? Strange dwarven symbology here. Um, you could attempt to try to figure out what some of the arcana stuff, is going on here.
Yeah, yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Just an Arcana check.
Yeah, you could do. I mean, you could do ancient arcana, or you could do arcana.
Uh, let's just try a regular Arcana. It's gonna be the same dice, but
Sure. Okay, it's
intention means everything.
very good. Okay, excellent. Is everyone still in the game?
Yeah, I'm
Did
chilling.
people
I'm here.
did people,
Yeah,
did people get
I got
kicked out?
I got a red bar, but it went away almost immediately. I never actually got booted out of the foundry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because I currently only see some people in the scene. That's why I asked.
Mm.
I see people's like mouse moving around, but like at the top where it's like who is in this scene right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, but the 21. Okay. Um 21, you're starting to piece fragments of information off these symbols here, the arcana parts of it. Um, there's a lot of protective runes here. A lot of them. It seems from what you're seeing, and then like taking a step back and seeing even like tracing like the okay, well then that's this large one. Like there's layered protection on this door.
Would it be easy to tell if this is more of a bulwark or if this is a jail cell?
On the 21, it's possible it's both.
Ah, okay.
Um though like you touched the door, nothing happened when you touched the door, right? Like although
Uh-huh.
like there's symbols of arcane here that are like have meaning of protection, like it did not destroy you. And you were all like you guys are walking around here like nothing is there are no traps activating or anything like that. Um the place may be have like creepy vibes, right? And you don't know what will happen, but so far there's been like no danger.
I I think oh, they're very old and inert, but most likely just not triggered. We got here a lot of abjurative protection, some runic wards. Maybe could be deactivated by the board, but I also think that if we were to do that, we'd be making a big mistake. I don't know what's on the other side of here, and it might be something that's meant to be back there for eternity. It's been here this long.
Yeah, we should be really, really careful. If I mean, dwarves didn't start in Morass. So if with everything that's around here, I just want to make sure we're careful. There's a reason dwarves don't live underground anymore. Everything I was told was basically we found something and had to leave. So just be real careful. I don't know if we want to just go start opening stuff.
Do you think this is what they found?
I mean, there's a giant pulsating blob growing on a solid metal wall over there. I'm trying very hard not to look at it. I'm just looking down at these buttons. But there are also two bodies in here, so it's entirely possible. I mean, I don't know. There's not really any details, and it's all, you know, not even hearsay. It's all stuff passed down and passed down and passed down, and so it's not exactly reliable either. But
Think we should leave?
I would really, I would really like to keep looking around this place. It's
All right.
I've never been here. I clearly have never. I hadn't left Maras before meeting you all on the road, coming back from Bastion, but this is familiar. I don't know why, and it's bugging me.
Rainier, standing by the door as you are, um, you notice that there are on either side of the door, left and right, two of those same kind of panels you saw Ember like messing with. Um, one of them seems like normal and in place. The one on the right hand side is like very clearly damaged and broken.
Uh, you say broken as in something broke it, not time weathered. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you look it over for a moment. It looks like something heavy impacted it.
Hey, Amber,
Yeah.
come look at this.
Oh, I've got to go near that. Okay. All right. Yep.
I think something tried to bypass the buttons.
You can see the kind of key mechanism cracked inward in the center, bulging at the top and bottom, and behind it you see are just a mess of it looks like all different colored noodles.
Thing looks a little damaged, but I mean, I might be able to. Uh, Myth's tools in hand, I will attempt to cast mending and see if I can put some of these back to the way they're supposed to be.
Very clever. You cast Mending over the period of a minute. Um, a lot of the cracks and damage begin to inverse and heal itself. You think if you just do that for like maybe 10 minutes, there's a lot of breakage. You think if you just do that for a while, this thing will get set back to the way it was. Probably better than the way it was.
It'll take a couple minutes.
Think we got time?
I'm gonna take a couple, I'm gonna back up to like 30 feet away from the blob, so I could turn and say, "Okay, real quick, you sure that wasn't like broken to make sure nothing could ever open the door? Only 2 people left died at their post, as it were."
Yeah, but I think
Maybe.
that's exactly the problem. The rest of this whole place has stayed exactly as it has for thousands of years, and this and the 2 dead folks are the most recent things.
And the living cyst on the wall.
I think that was the this in that sentence. Do we all just want to? I mean,
Look, I understand that a possibility, a very real possibility, is that all of this was designed to keep something in, and whatever this device was smashed so that no one could use it to help get it out. But isn't it also just as likely that all of this was designed to keep people out? I mean, Ember Prime, you said that the ancient dwarfs, or the predecessors of the dwarves, they left in a hurry.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe they left valuable things behind that they didn't want people taking. Planned on one day coming back for them.
I mean, definitely possible. I
Um,
don't know that they ever planned on coming back, because I don't think there's really been any attempt to come back. But
On a related note, you figure like whatever that thing is, there's more of it in there. I mean, where else would it have come from? Like,
yeah, that's sort of the question. That's yeah.
and why would
I
it
don't.
only be in this room and not the rest of the facility?
Mhm.
It's been behind 2 locked doors so far. And we don't know when that wall like gestures to the bit of the wall that like broke in and collapsed.
Just an informational note for all of you, because you've all seen the skeletons. They're not dwarven.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Well, that changes things.
Yeah.
What
I
are
know
they?
nobody specifically said I investigate, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was focused on the weapons.
Yeah. But you're like, you all are not dummies, right? You walk by, you can be like, that is too big to be a dwarf.
Is it human sized?
You can make medicine checks to like determine more specifically, but yeah, they're more human sized.
I will
Not
be happy to do so.
not my forte. You'd think, but I don't medicine like that.
That's why you've got the bandages on your hands.
Yeah.
um uh Merv, you look at it and you go, the one of them is human. The second corpse, Merv, you look at and you're like, that's an elf. Ember, you go, that's a half elf.
Oh,
Differences in the bone structure.
And Merv confident, I think it's a human and an elf.
Get wrecked, nerd. Sorry. I get competitive. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, I would have tried harder if I knew it was a competition. I would have like got my fucking instruments out, like tested.
Oh,
s-
Merv.
I mean, I think she still kicked
I
your ass,
did
and
it.
she didn't need
That's
tools.
fine. It doesn't matter. We're on the same team. Everybody, good job. Good
I
job.
mean, but on the topic of the blob thing, like, do we want to
Burn it.
clean that
Yeah,
shit up? Or
I would. Yeah, I was gonna.
okay,
Yes,
well,
we're
I
100%
was
on
gonna.
that one.
Do we want to aggravate it before it's done anything?
I
I'm on
mean,
Neo's side.
okay, do you want me to like? I can like float a piece of like chalk over it and like poke it, see like
What?
if it
Why?
What?
see
Hey,
if it,
Blom,
like
do you actually understand us? It doesn't understand us.
Use a jiggle.
Oh,
I mean that's
Maybe it understands
uh,
us.
switched to I switched to dwarvish. You understand this?
There's another jiggle.
I'll try primordial. The Anhedons were convinced that they would know if this was the right thing. So, oh, I know. Get the Anhedon out. Huh?
Okay.
Huh? Chuck it at it.
I don't think
Uh,
I'm gonna throw it.
I'm gonna take the piece of chalk and like go up to like 15 feet and like tap it on the ground.
Give me the
See if it-
Anhedon. I'll chuck it at it.
Mm.
I'll move the chalk up to like 10 feet and then just tap it on the ground so it makes a sound.
Yeah. I mean, no immediate response, but like, there are jiggles.
Just tick,
You know.
tick, tick. 5 feet away. Tick, 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 tick.
Just a little shimmer, little shake of the cyst.
How big is it?
Like a few feet in diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's about the size, like about the size of you, maybe.
Oh,
Okay. I really want
That
to
just
like.
that just gets grosser every time I have to look at it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do something about it, right? Like,
why?
I don't know. It's pretty hard to get down here. Nobody's stumbling upon it. We could just
Except
I
these
mean-
poor two suckers.
And also, just a small correction. It was hard to get down here.
yeah.
Sorry, that's what I mean. It's hard to get down here.
Until we close this shit up, like,
I mean, it's all dug out. You've ripped the shit out of those doors.
Well, yeah,
Shaft
but
might be a problem.
they can't promote. They can't. Yeah, the thing here. If they don't have a hammer, I mean, I guess they could. Now that it's down here, just take ropes and
I-
climb. But
I'm
that's a hell of a
only-
climb because that took us hours on this thing.
I only want to point out how much of a pain in the ass dealing with the formless hunger was, and how this thing's
Right.
kind of giving me very similar vibes. Believe me,
I'm not-
I'm very much for wiping scourges off the face of
Okay.
the earth, but this is alarming.
here's my thing. If we're gonna go in deeper, right? Like we're gonna go investigating. Do we want this thing at our back? Ain't
Well,
nothing says it can't get off the wall.
Well, are we going deeper? And I'll look at Ember.
I want to.
I mean, what's another world shaking, revelation and destruction? You seen one, you seen them all.
Okay, I wasn't. I just. This is very much a chance for me to understand not just why my people have fled their homeland, but maybe even about this. And she gestures to her flaming hair. Or maybe everything. I'm telling you guys, I know this place somehow.
That's really all you need to say on the subject, then. Does anyone believe that this cyst thing is going to help us figure out or get answers to the questions that Ember Prime has?
I mean, apart from I think like there's gonna be more of it, or maybe like the main of it further in.
I think I'm just gonna load my crossbow.
On another matter, now that we got time, right? Like we're not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see as
Are
we have any immediate threat other than potentially this thing. Because I will like nudge one of the skeletons with a boot. I
mean,
don't think these two are getting out.
so like, how's everybody doing?
Uh, question, Sean. Could we have taken a short rest while we were on that elevator?
Do you think you would have taken a short rest on that elevator ride?
I think after 15 minutes, we probably could have gotten a pretty good clue that we might be on for a bit.
Yeah.
We could take one now. We just want to. I won't press any buttons. We can all stay on the far side of the room, away from the blob.
Miss them all.
I mean, my thinking is I don't think they're gonna send anybody else out to like look for us if they think we died from the anhedons.
Yeah, no, that's very good point.
And I mean, we got other pressing things to do, I guess, but this was like the other pressing thing we got, so we can kind of be careful with this. We don't have to rush headlong into it. You could take, as much time as you want looking at the panels and stuff.
Take a breather. Hope the
Take-
cyst doesn't burst on us in the meantime.
Yeah, take a breather.
Okay. You guys settle in for a short rest. As you are short resting, is there anything anybody is there anything you guys want to do or discuss, plan for during the short rest? Go ahead and roll HP and reset whatever stuff resets and all that.
I will channel divine power, whatever that feature is called. Harness divine power to get a second level spell slot back.
Mm-hmm. I
And I'll
will.
activate my Rite of the Dawn once we're done with that too.
All right, excellent. Hey, only two. Nice.
Love it.
I will say, you complete your short rest. Nothing comes out of the dark. As you are in this space, it does warm a little bit in here. There's now 6 bodies, and like a little tiny one, considering the little pseudo dragon. And I don't know what's going on with Chorby. I don't know what his deal is about that. I mean, inside him is a boiling hellscape for sure that leads to oblivion, but I don't know about the outside.
It's cold.
It's cool. It's cool to touch. So the space is slightly warming. Over the course of the hour, you do see there is a noticeable increase in activity on that cyst as the temperature is increasing.
Ew.
Good.
We want to just handle that from as far back as we can.
Not really an option for some of us.
I mean, if it explodes, I just don't. I mean, if it's got anything inside of it, I'm sure you don't want it on you either.
I guess I could sit this one out.
In lieu of a short rest, could I try to like dredge up some kind of ancient arcana on that thing?
On that thing,
On the cyst.
I will allow it. The DC is going to be very, very
Yeah, I
high.
assume.
Yeah, very, very high for it. some
Nothing.
kind of some kind of weird cyst. I mean, it
Mhm.
could be normal and it could maybe it comes from here or maybe it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're planning on getting rid of it, the way that we can best do that, I think I'm just gonna encourage everyone to stand way the fuck back, and any of us who want to use magic or ranged weapons can take turns at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think fire, good plan.
I think
Well,
fire is actually
It's
probably.
reacting to heat.
Yeah, that's true.
Wonderful. Then react to this. I cast create bonfire as I'm 60 feet away from it, or as far as I can if I can't be 60 feet away from it. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. There's nothing to cast. It wants me to lay this thing down, but we're just looking at a map. Stop it. There.
There you go. Okay. Okay. Fire damage. Okay. You create a bonfire underneath this cyst. The flames licking up. There is absolute response from it. There is a uh, intense shaking of the central cyst. You can even hear like the back of it thudding against the metal door or the metal wall that's attached to. There is, you can see very clearly like boiling and hissing of the outside surface. This is doing, I mean, this is doing real damage to it. The shuddering intensifies on it, and the cyst splits and bursts. And pouring out of it is this red, viscous fluid that pours over the magical fire. You can see it immediately, like almost you can hear like a hiss come out of it as its whole shape like reacts and pulls away from the fire. And there is so much of this fucking material that is somehow coming out of this cyst. At first, it's roughly a blob, roughly Merv size, then roughly Rainier size, and there's more of it that is coming out of it till it's roughly like almost it's spread out on the floor, but as it's like congealing itself, like this thing could be the size of a horse in volume. It's big. There are these colored splotches throughout its body. So as it's rolling, almost like a seeds in a strawberry. And as it moves a few feet away to get away from that bonfire, just like you can see it instinctively, just like very quickly, like scoots away from it. Um, it rises up in its form. You see a mouth, quote unquote mouth, kind of form from it, and
This is going great, everyone.
this is you hear you sending a fireball at it? Is that what
Yeah, I'm just
producing flame? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and at this point, if I can see that it is reacting and moving away from the bonfire, I'm just going to try and keep the bonfire between it and us, or more specifically, it and me.
Okay, you would have to like recast the bonfire, right? Because that's on the wall. It is like jumped away from it. So if you want to recast it to put a barrier between the
Yeah,
two of
sure.
you, you can. Yeah, a no, little a mini wall of fire bursts into existence between you and it. You see it again, like instinctively backs away from it. Those strawberry seeds. You see them becoming more prevalent, taking on darker shape until eyeballs pop, and the whole surface is covered in these eyeballs. And forms of it begin like kind of rising and like falling on its surface, like it's just undulating. Um, an actual kind of mouth appears, and it begins speaking to you all. It says,
It says, "Get wrecked, nerds."
it says, ah, please stop, please. Oh dear gods, please stop. I can't stand it.
What's your name?
What? I can't hear you over the sound of my own screaming right now.
What's your name?
I'll drop the bonfire.
They call me Flown.
I tried talking to you, Flown.
When?
Just
Before
now.
the fire or after
Before the fire.
How am okay. I don't know if you know how I work, but I was asleep.
don't.
Okay, you lit me on fire. And,
Yeah, that was rude as fuck of us, but also like how were we to know you was gonna start talking?
That's a very good question, I suppose.
Also, what are you? You are the most interesting thing I've seen in at least this week.
This is what Flown looks like.
Yeah, Merv is
Oh
in.
God.
Merv is so interested. Like Merv is unconsciously taking a few steps forward. Like,
Hold it.
hey, Flown,
Yeah.
Flown, what are you? What manner of thing?
How do you mean precisely?
What like what
God.
what is you got like a species name?
Oh yeah, I'm a Glaxter.
A Glaxter.
Yeah, I'm a Glaxter.
I want to hear your whole fucking story. I mean, we got time. Do you want to start telling us about yourself?
Well, you have time. Oh shit, time.
Right.
What time is it?
My guess is anywhere between hundreds and thousands of years from whenever you were awake. Maybe hundreds of thousands.
You see,
Ma-
little pieces of it kind of like form a balloon and kind of rise up in the space a little
Fuck.
bit, kind of float around. Its
Oh, shit.
main form kind of moves a bit into the room. It moves towards like that central console area. You can see it is moving like towards where the bodies are. Oh boy, yeah, they're super gone, huh?
Yeah. Do you know who they were? I guess that's a good
Uh,
place to start.
yeah, that one is Graffin. That one was Ravnot.
Were they your friends?
Protect us?
Hello,
They were
nurse.
they were my best friends.
Oh fuck, man.
I've been trapped here so long. I I had to eat them.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Were you always on this side of the door? And I'll point to the door.
Oh no, we came down here looking for what's behind that. And
Oh
he's like
shit.
he like a little pseudopod points to the big
Oh,
archway.
wait, did you get trapped in here?
Oh yeah. The only one with a hammer went inside, and they never came out again. So, I see the look on your faces. Just to be clear, they were dead before I ate them. So,
I mean, also, did you fucking like eat through the wall back there? Was that you?
Oh, I tried to break out. It took me,
Yeah.
well, a
I
really
mean,
long time.
You pretty much did it. What, you can't like dig?
I mean, I get really dried out.
Oh,
And
that's true. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Say,
Yes.
where are you from
Oh.
before here?
Oh. Hey, where's anybody from? I mean, like, where are you guys from? I'm
Okay,
from here for sure.
that was a cagey answer. That was. I'm very interested in your story.
I'm
And
from this place.
this place.
Yeah. What's this place called again?
You wouldn't happen to be here looking for the meeting place of all things, would you?
How do you how do you even know about that?
Fucking anhedons.
Ugh. Bunch of assholes. Those
You,
guys.
you met anhedons?
You met Anonov?
Yeah, but
I wanted
by
to
the way,
chuck one of their heads at you.
can I roll an ancient arcana on Glaxton or what the fuck he is? Glaxer?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, very pretty
Can-
high.
Is it right if any of us do that?
Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. You're all skilled in it. You're all proficient.
Nice.
It's a blob.
Participation? Participation? Yes.
Oh,
Hey, let's
Listen.
see.
You absolutely have to tell me if you're Kieran. Those are the rules.
Um, if I am, is that a good thing?
It would be wonderful, but you'd have to stop behaving like this and take your regular shape. Kieran, be honest with me.
Boy. You see its form. There's still like the balloon versions of itself with eyeballs floating around. The main body of it kind of pulls itself up and kind of forms a like jello humanoid kind of looking thing. It's like wobbly on its feet, and he goes, "Yep, I'm Karen.
No, it was a nice try. Now,
This is me.
turn that frown upside down.
Yep,
Oh, that was
Karen for
fucking-
sure. From this place.
Flown.
Wrong on 2 accounts.
Flown is
You're
Flown
an
like
awful
your
liar.
Okay, yeah, okay. You got me on that one. I'm more of a, like a researcher, more of like a lover. Actually.
okay.
From where?
That's
Wherever you're from.
I mean, come on,
Definitely.
man. Come on.
We can queen.
Look, listen,
You're like
we've been able to determine at least these folks here, and I'll point to the corpses. They are actually local. So how'd you meet them?
Oh, those they're not from here. I mean, we're all from here. We were
Right.
all from here for sure.
I mean, okay, we're gonna get into the phase of this where if you keep being evasive, like the goodwill's gonna run out, and that's gonna like fucking suck for me because I kind of want to be your best friend, and I'm resisting that urge really hard. So could you
Okay.
just like answer our questions and
Okay. I will answer your questions.
huh?
If you give me any food, because I haven't eaten in a long time,
What do you consider food?
anything organic.
Ragnarok will hold out some rations.
Yeah, one of the he moves towards you, and then a little pseudopod comes out to pluck it from your hand. As the pseudopod grabs it, it just pulls it into its body, pulls the pseudopod into it. Oh yeah, that's tough. Oh my god, what is that? What is it?
Oh, it's just stuff we take for us to eat,
Well,
but I hope that buys us some honesty in the future.
well, if you keep those little treats coming, I think we have an accord, as they say.
I pull out 2 more rations and just hold them up, one in each hand, and say, "Okay, so we're switching to the bribery phase of this, which is not how I wanted to start our friendship, but
Well, okay, I'm not trying to. I'm starving. I don't know if you
right."
understand how I had to form a safety fist to survive. So I've just been, inert for like how long now? What's the year of our time?
I can't remember where to find the freaking clock. I know there's a calendar somewhere.
There is a calendar. It's deeply hidden in a weird place.
Mhm.
I can tell you, it's in this age, it is the year 238. Your calendar, as of like world knowledge, has like a few thousand years on it.
It's year 6, Flown.
What?
I've been there 6 million years.
Wait, how does that math work? That doesn't work.
Is that not how long are your cycles?
What's a
How long does this planet go around its sun?
The gentleman never says.
What? No, it's 365 days.
Oh, okay.
12 months, 30 days, 5 holidays.
Hold on, let me.
you need some chalk to like work the math out?
No, I'm thinking of
Okay.
it. Hold on a sec.
It does help to
Okay.
be like write it out while you go along.
Okay. Based on the age of this and that, follow the two. Okay,
Wait,
I've been asleep for probably like 20,000 cycles.
what?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
They,
something
they
like
wouldn't
that.
be these. What?
Yeah,
These
there's a lot of.
skeletons wouldn't exist after 20,000 cycles.
Says you.
Yeah. I just said that. I'm like this. I will pick up one of the weapons. This would be powder.
Okay, I'm not good at math then. Okay, I'm sorry.
What age was it when you came down here?
Well, I'll tell you this, since you figured out my secret. When we came here, there wasn't a lot of you, and there certainly wasn't any of them. And he's pointing towards Kriaz.
Hey.
Mm,
Was there any of me?
There was not exactly like you. There's like a taller version and a smaller version.
All right. That's when you came here. From where did you come to here?
Oh well, I mean, what do you guys know about the crystal lattices?
What?
I
Well,
think
know-
exactly one thing.
I know about nano and molecular and biological and microscopic.
okay,
Yeah.
that's actually pretty. That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I got notes on it. We talked to a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we come from we came from outside your lattice, which is like your whole existence.
Oh, were you like one of the that guy who was all spooky on the road? What was his name?
I mean, we do understand the concept of different planes, if that's what you're talking about.
That is very similar to it. Yeah, very similar to it.
Would it be like outside the macro structure of our plane system? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I think, yeah, actually, that's a really succinct way of putting it. You know, you have like, okay, so here where you are, right? You have your little rock that we're all on, and then there's a bunch of other little rocks spinning around your star. And then, you know, you have all your other little like planes, you know, that are like they're almost on top of this world, but kind of not. Like this world is always special anywhere you go. It's pretty neat, actually. But then if you go beyond, you keep going out there into the darkness of the space, you eventually hit the lattice work. And you can travel to a whole new existence.
How do you travel?
You gotta get on this like cool ship.
Like by a boat?
Yeah. It's like a space boat.
Sky boat?
Sky boat.
There ain't no sky boats no more.
You guys don't have sky boats?
We got like balloons, but
Ugh.
my papaw said one time he got a bog balloon. He put a basket underneath it. He didn't land very well.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
So can I get one of those tasty treats now?
I'll toss one to him.
Yeah, just pulls it into its form, it dissolves and kind of spreads out around his body till
How
it's gone.
how little and or big are you capable of getting?
I mean, I could squeeze in through like lots of tiny places. They usually like, you know, if there's like a hey, nobody can fit in here, you gotta get in there and like turn the crank, you know, flown. Then you know they send me into it. But
I
I'm not
mean-
like a super great, you know, engineer.
No, I more so meant like, can you make yourself little so if we need to smuggle you, people aren't gonna ask like, what's the big pile of pink goo?
Oh, are we going somewhere?
Merv, I feel like you've taken like 15 or 20 steps beyond where everyone else is. Would you mind
Yeah,
sharing your plans with us?
Hang on, I'm working on the logistics of if
Well,
we're
yeah,
gonna
let's
bring him
back
with
it up
them,
because the
and if we're
plan
gonna be
sounds like
friends.
you're trying to smuggle him out. And
Yeah,
right now, that's not necessarily what I feel we should be considering when there is the meeting place of all things on the other side of the door.
Maybe
Oh,
there
wait.
is.
Oh, that's not on the other side of the door.
Then what's on the other side of the door?
You sense like you can see his whole like bodily demeanor like shift and kind of shrink a little bit. And he says, um you don't want to go in there. There's nothing in there that's good.
Alright, so I'm gonna try another thing. I'll let you know that fire is not something we have any short supply of. What is on the
Okay.
other side of that door?
I kind of need to know.
Um uh, Look, my friends went in there looking for what's behind the door, then they never came back out again. So I'm just saying, you know, I don't think you want to go. I mean, that why do you think I smashed the control panels? Right? Nobody should go in there.
Were there any dwarves like me? Well, were there any dwarves in your group that went back there?
There was one.
Okay.
Still haven't said what it is.
You even know what's back there, or do you just we shouldn't go back there because none of your friends came back out.
Now, listen. Let's be a little bit more respectful of Flown here. Poor thing's been in its its safety cyst, for hundreds, if not thousands of years. It's come out, it's starving, full of appetites,
Been burned.
been burned in a horrible accident, which I'm terribly sorry for. But we are trying to help appease those appetites. You've been in that cyst a long time. Quite hungry. Hungry for anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I like everything, pretty much.
Well, you did mention your lover.
Okay, I'm not sure where this is going, but okay, continue.
Well, I think you know exactly where it's going. One has appetites. Perfectly natural, perfectly normal.
Oh my.
Perhaps if we were able to satisfy more of your appetites than your just base hunger, you might agree to be a little bit more forthcoming and helpful.
Jesus Christ.
I've
Al, what you doing?
I mean, I've never I mean, your kind has never been I'm down, just so you know.
Okay, now to be clear, you're talking shit on me wanting to be his friend. And you're skipping, as you said, a couple of steps, I think.
Well,
To
I'm
use
not
your
asking
parlay.
anyone. I'm not asking anyone else to be involved. I mean, you're free to watch. That's your business.
I am asking everyone else to be involved. I'm an equal opportunity.
God damn it. I wanted.
I draw back the string of the crossbow.
I'm trying so
look,
hard to like you, Flown. I want to
Flown.
like you so bad.
Flown, I'm afraid you've overstepped some bounds here.
Your body is fucking crazy to look at, and
Hey,
like-
listen.
That's okay, rude one.
I know I mean that in the best possible way. Like I'm so interested.
I don't. I beg to differ of opinion based on what you just said. I don't think you're.
I point to my shadow clone. Look. Like I already got one of these, whatever these are.
Oh, hey, neat.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh man, he kind of like swirls around and like circles the shadow and you for a minute, and like a pseudopod kind of just pokes at the shadow. Oh, but I haven't seen one of these in forever.
What do they call it?
Oh, we just called them shadows. But
Shadows?
yeah, you know what it does, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, I wish I had one of those.
I would been in my head. I was calling him Goop Boy, and Shadow sounds a lot. I'm feeling kind of sheepish about it now.
Oh no, Good Boy is a good name. It's a good name. Okay, so we doing this or what?
Oh fuck. Cal, you
Well,
doing it?
remember, Flown, this is a tit for tat. We want full cooperation.
If you hold on, if we do it like tomorrow, I can make it resistant to acid. I think that'll help.
I don't know. Maybe the burn's part of the fun.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, I don't burn if that's what you mean.
Oh, wonderful. Carl's looking around. I don't know that there's any place private. All right, this is going to get weird.
I'd rather see what's behind the door.
Can you please just give me a second to to open up my tent. I'll open up a separate tent, and anybody who doesn't want any part of this can get either in my tent or in
Oh, are
the
you
other.
suggesting that Flown and I can use your tent? That's very
You
generous.
You can use one of the tents if you want to. Yeah, that'd be great.
Dear God.
All right, let's get weird, Flown.
I mean,
I'm gonna go through the door. Bye. I open the door.
please,
my
no,
God.
I'm
God,
diving.
please.
Oh my god.
If you're going through the door, I've sure as fuck am not staying here.
Well,
I was gonna
Flown,
ask if we could take the elevator for the next couple of hours.
Flown, you want to go with us through the door?
Yeah, I guess he's been like, I guess following Cal. Turns at that question, goes, I definitely nobody should go through the door. Okay, just what's
Too
in
late.
there should stay in there.
All right, well, we'll take a rain check on this, Flown. Let's go.
I want to go in the
Ember's already
door.
going through the door, so
Running with Ember.
come on, Flown.
And just so I am clear, what you're going on through the door to the elevator?
No, the door whose control panel I just spent a little while repairing.
Okay. You don't know how to open that door yet. You
I will jam buttons until it opens.
okay. Okay. Okay.
He
Okay.
said we needed the hammer, so I will see if there is a slot to use the hammer on. If not, I will look for a hammer-shaped button.
There is no hammer-shaped button. Okay. Okay. It is a tent provided for Cal and Flown to
Get down.
get down.
Cal and Flown, get
Hi.
down. My new picture book.
Oh God.
This is top 3 most wretched.
I would call it
Just-
ratchet, but
No, this is the definition of wretched. This is hateful.
I don't know. Cal's pretty happy with himself. I mean,
oh, I bet.
how
Is this
many
the-
other creatures from this world
Get the fuck a Flown.
All
have
right.
slept
Yeah.
with a Glackster?
The Glaxter, yeah, that's right.
While waiting for like said tent to make its appearance,
Yeah, set up the tent.
Glaxer and Cal begin making out.
Oh God.
As best as can be
Uh,
done.
Yeah, I mean, we can absolutely hand wave this. The
Yeah.
camera
I'm
pans are
not
like,
doing it.
Okay,
I-
thank God. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I take my hat off and I cover Chorby with the hat on the floor so he can't see. Chorby doesn't need to know about this.
Okay.
Toby, get in here.
Okay, Flown and Cal are otherwise occupied.
Chorby can form memories. He doesn't need to be seeing this.
Okay.
Get me out of here!
You have the let me in. You have the panels on either side of the giant archway. They are functioning as you begin to try to manipulate them. The same kind of illusory magic appears on it. But anything you enter into either panel on either side, nothing happens to the door.
Probably controlled by this thing. Oh God, no! That means I have to get close to the tent. I've got to get. Oh God. Okay, I got to do this. You said this like crescent-shaped console faces the door, correct?
Yes.
All right. Let's see if I can find a button to open the door.
All right. You can make either intelligence check with advantage or just a flat ancient arcana check.
Ooh. I'm
Can I help with the
proficient
Ancient
in one.
Arcana?
Everybody's like, open the door, Ember.
Yeah, could
Ember.
help with the ancient arcana.
Ember,
yes.
open the door. All right.
Yeah.
Please, God.
For clarification, if I
Mhm.
remember
I don't know how
correctly,
to roll
you
with
were saying,
advantage on this because it's
You just
There's-
roll twice.
Okay.
see, you were saying there's symbols on the door or like around the door and on the door
Hey.
Oh, thank you,
That-
Ragnarok.
that look similar.
So there's like it's like proto dwarven, right? It's like on the door, right? This door, there are symbols on the panels that like it's not like the first door you came through where it's like, okay, I just need to kind of punch in these symbols and hit open, right? This one is like more complex to open than that. With the 20 on the Ancient Arcana, you find like the main sequence button to actually just activate the consoles entirely. That same illusory magic hovers, all the buttons kind of hover up, panels start like indicators of something start showing up. There's little like wavy lines appearing in the air. And there's portions of this illusion that uh, uh, have the same kind of similar symbols from the door. The larger ones are kind of showing in some of the panels. With the 20 on Ancient Arcana, you were able to determine that you need to input a sequence in here and on both panels on either side to open this door set. With your 20, you do determine what that input system is. Because you have repaired the one panel, you actually can do this. So it's simply a matter of all three being entered in synchron. Like it has to be at the same exact time.
Okay, it feels a little bit like the effort involved here means this is definitely something that they were trying to keep people out of. Oh God, Cody, why?
Oh God.
Mm.
It's horrible. It's so near the top of the list, but you just look up slime. It's like the
No.
first result.
Oh my god.
I don't think I like D&D anymore. I think I need a new hobby.
I was gonna say I don't think Dawson's coming back at all.
You have done this to yourselves.
Hold on.
Wait, no, this was not.
Yeah. This
us
was
saying.
this
No,
was
we're not
exactly
going
one
down.
of us.
We're not going down this rabbit hole.
Hold on, I'm blaming Adam at
Whoa.
least in part.
Whoa. Who is it that
Whom-
said that Flown was a lover?
Whomst among
You
us?
know what? That's a good point.
Okay, I will not take the blame. I will not go down alone on that.
Let he who has not enticed the flown cast the first stone.
That's
I
a
will
lot of
chuck
us.
some
A lot of us did not.
Time to start chucking rocks.
We all start throwing rocks at each other.
Hey, Ted,
fuck.
God.
thanks for covering me at work, Ted.
Oh God. Okay, who is doing the door opening? You need 3.
I want to help Ember. I don't want to be involved
Okay,
with the.
Yeah.
Oh God, we need to. Okay, just stop with the tent, Merv. Don't put up the tent. Just
I mean, please let me put up the tent.
hold
I'll
on,
help-
because
I'll
if
help
we get this
input.
door open, we might need Cal's help.
I might just leave the tent.
That tent is gone, buddy. I'm
And Kate-
sorry, Merv.
In case you don't open it, I'll probably just leave the tent.
This tent is a shaking means we ain't faking.
Okay, that's. I appreciate you're making history, but
He said if this tent is shaking to me. Oh my god.
There's enough hands here to get this.
We're-
Yeah,
I was trying to determine if we wanted to do this because it seems dangerous, but it seems like we want to do this. This is the sequence.
Well,
Yeah, it's 3 people. It's sleight of hand checks to get it absolutely
Oh,
in
Lord.
sync. All you have to do is you
Oh my
just have to
God.
beat a 10 on sleight of hand. Everybody has to get higher than a 10.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
I'll participate. Why not?
Ah,
Oh
ah!
God.
It was so close.
Gang, gang. I have an inspiration if you want it.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh,
Huge.
thank
Motherfucker.
God.
Nobody's ever pressed the button harder. Or more gently, I guess.
Krios
Sleight of
goes,
hand.
wait. Wait for it.
You begin inputting the sequence of symbols. Amber kind of calling out which ones need to go in. Halfway through, the lighting in the room like turns from the white to like a dim yellow, and the little floating balloons of Flown all like suddenly rush back towards the tent, and like they all get out of this space here. You enter in the final symbol. There's a loud shifting of mechanisms in the wall. Like huge gears and clockwork is activating to move these gigantic arch door frames. The door frames begin cracking, sliding, grinding their way open inward. And as they do, a intensely white light pours out of the space. And you are all absorbed in this light.
Yeetus.
Kriaz.
Mhm.
You wake up. Your body's a little stiff. You sit up in your chair. It's a creaking of it. You wipe some of the drool off your mouth. You can feel the warm summer breeze coming through the window, the sound of the birds outside. You're home.
Ooh.
And you're at your kitchen table. It's the afternoon, you judge. You have a bunch of books set open on all sorts of different subjects. There's books on the nature of battle, the
Yes.
philosophy of combat.
Well,
There's
like
a
that one.
there's several books open to grand adventure, heroes, warriors, wizards. Kind of blink a few times, and you're swore you heard a voice, someone calling you. That's what woke you up, and you hear your name being called again, Krios. You turn, and your father's in the doorframe. He looks at you. Had your nose in the books again, didn't you?
Uh, uh, he rubs his face. He, he, yes?
You fall asleep? Look like you're asleep just then.
You know, I think I was. If it was asleep, it was a solid dream. Absolutely loved it.
Hmm. Well,
Okay, some of it. There was one part that I don't know about, but yeah, for the most part, it was pretty great.
here. He tosses you 2 water skins. Fill them up. Tell me on the way. We're going for a walk.
Oh, okay. And I'm just gonna go on the walk with him.
Okay, excellent.
Where are we headed?
You fill up the water skins, and you and your father begin taking a walk outside your village. Um, he asks you about your dream and wants to just kind of know what, you know, all the things going on in it. Um, he looks at you and says, "Pretty vivid. I don't, I don't know if you should be reading those adventure books. I think they're doing something to your head."
I mean, they could be, but it could be something great happening, expanding my mind, giving me insight. I'm learning how the world could be. We don't know.
I suppose. And the reason why I brought you out. One, to get you out of the house, out of them books, but to teach you something.
Okay.
Something about the world, something about our village. You're old enough now. And I'm not always going to be here to, teach you these things, and I need you to know them. I need you to know about what it is that we do, why we're here.
I put an arm on his shoulder and I'm like, you got a hot minute before you're going anywhere.
Well, you're damn right, but you gotta think about the future.
Yeah.
Come on. It's just up ahead. He leads you a little ways outside the village, and you approach a cave. It's a cave that, it's like you're not supposed to go in it.
Hmm.
They say like it's dangerous. Every now and then some of the older kids, they'll do dares to go in. Um, no one has gotten very far into it. Like every now and then the elders go into this cave, but like they don't ever talk about what happens in it.
Hmm.
Your father strikes a torch, hands it to you, lights one for himself. What I'm gonna show you is important. You understand?
Yes. Entirely. I'm actually ready for it. Been curious about why the elders get to go in here.
Hmm. You trust us, right?
Yes. Like squinting his eyes, curious at like the question.
He enters the cave. He leads you in. It goes deeper into the earth than you had originally thought it would have. The forest, the birds are left behind. There's just the din of noise reverberating off rock. You see some like loose scrawlings of art on the walls. And he takes you to what looks like a stonework door. And he says, "Behind this is why we settled here. It's our job to protect what's behind this door. And it's a responsibility that's been passed down from generation to generation. And you're old enough to know about it now."
Takes like a stoic stance.
He opens the door and leads you inside. And inside, you see a huge semi dome like structure built from the stone. And in the center of it, this cube. It stands at the edge of one of its sides, and there's a glowing ring in the circle of it. The glow, a deep crimson, fills the space, fills the room. You're awash in its glow. The cube is slightly taller than you. You hear the sound of the door closing behind you, and your father begins approaching. He stands next to the cube and places a hand on it. You can hear a thrum, a vibration in the air.
On the impact when he put his hand there.
Like there's like a response from the cube, like it is reverberating in a response to being like having contact made with it.
Okay.
And you see your father sets his torch on the ground and just motions for you to come forth.
Yeah, I'll set my torch where I'm at, and then walk over towards his.
He takes your hand, looks you in the eye, and says, "Don't be afraid, for this is what we need." Places your hand on the cube. That same reverberation. He holds your hand in place, and you can feel that thrumming coming from the object. Your father turns and looks at that glowing circle. In accordance with the old rites, I have brought you something new. I will ask my question. How
This is
long?
That's the father speaking, correct?
Yeah, your father speaking. Yeah.
Okay.
Um. Yeah, he says in accordance with the old rites, I brought you something new. His hand on the cube, your hand on the cube. We will ask our question. How long have we been trapped here? You feel a drain out of your body into the cube itself, and the red glow gets brighter and brighter until that's all you can see, it's all you know, and you are lost to it. Ragnarok, you squint your eyes for a moment. The light was so bright. You rub your eyes. You are in your master's home. You had just stepped outside. You were doing something. She wasn't in her bed, and she should be. What do you do?
Am I me or an animal?
You're Ragnarok.
Okay. Um, I guess just go keep searching for her. She's not in her room, then she's somewhere in the place.
Call her name a few times. She's not in the house. Take another step outside, and you see she's standing at the top of a little rise in the backyard, looking out over the property. She has a blanket just kind of wrapped around her. You see she's holding her staff in one hand. It's good to see her like this. She's having a good day. She's up.
What are you doing out of bed?
I just wanted to greet the day.
But you shouldn't push yourself.
Well, we can't stay in bed all the time, can we?
It's for your health.
We feel fine.
Okay, well, hold on to the staff. Be
Hmm.
careful. How are you feeling today?
I feel good. Like light, you know?
I haven't felt light in a very long time.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do with your day then?
Mm, I've been thinking about there's this thing I never finished.
You always have things unfinished.
This one's different. Could use your help with it, actually.
How can I help?
You could lend an old friend an arm.
You'll hold out an arm.
She takes your arm and kind of puts some of her weight on you.
Lean on me as much as you need to. You may be very strong.
Hmm. It's where we need to go is far from here. We'll need to use the circle in the basement.
Do you need me to carry you?
Hmm, just a helping hand.
Okay. Watch your step.
The two of you make your way down to the basement where she had set up a teleportation circle. And you can see she grabs a bit of chalk and begins drawing runes into it. You've seen her do this. She's just marking location, where it is that she needs to go. Takes a few minutes, but she gets it done. She rises stiffly, heavily on the cane, takes a breath. All right, I think this should do it. She steps into the circle and then holds a hand out for you. You trust us?
Close. I'll reach my hand out and grab hers.
Step onto the circle. She speaks the words of power, and the runes begin activating, filling the basement with light, light that it hasn't seen in a long time. And the two of you disappear. You reappear in a darkened chamber. She leans heavy on you again, holding on to you. She holds up her staff. A bit of light illuminates from the tip of it. She gestures. It's there, just ahead of us.
Okay. I'll find somewhere to sit. I'll be right back.
Hmm. No, we go together.
He'll hold out his arm again.
The two of you walk through this hallway, illuminated only by the tip of the light from their staff dimly, until you reach a stonework door. She motions for you to open it. She kind of shrugs to indicate, I would if I could.
Sorry, say that last part again.
She's indicating for you to open the door because she's too
Oh,
weak
okay.
to.
Got it, got it.
Yeah.
My mind slipped.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door. She kind of leads the way into it. And Within this chamber, you see a strange artifact that you haven't seen before. A blackened cube tilted, standing upright on one of its tips. And there's a red glow, a circle from one of the sides that fills the space in this room. And she
One of
says to you, go
Go
on.
ahead. Is this another one of your unstable experiments again?
I can't leave it this way. We have to fix it.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Just follow my lead. She steps forward. You see her set her cane down on the ground, and she stands a little more upright. She takes your hand and hers, places it onto the surface of the cube, and there's a response, a shuddering in the room from it. She looks at you and smiles and says, "We're gonna get through this."
We always do.
In accordance with the old rites, I have brought you something new. I will ask my question. What are these creatures in front of me? The red glow fills the room, fills your eyes, fills your existence, and that is all you know. Rainier, you are gasping for air and racked with pain and exhaustion. You are blinking rapidly, hyperventilating. There is a swirl of almost madness in your mind. You're unsure of any of the hallucinations you've been experiencing for the last 10 seconds are real or not. You are strapped to a chair, your veins bulging with radiant light. You spit out the piece of leather wrapped bone that had been in your mouth, keeping you from swallowing in your tongue. Kind of slump in the chair a bit. You're in a dimly lit stonework room. You're in a basement, a cellar. It's a temple room. A temple room. A voice calls out to you. You all right, boy?
I will be. Got any water?
Aye, we can do that. You hear the shuffling of whoever this is as they grab a pitcher, pour a cup of water, and hold it up to your lips and gently pour it. Pull the cup away, set it down. You can feel them grab your face and kind of pull your eyelids up and are like looking and inspecting you. You look all right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah? Kind of snaps a few times in your ears in front of your eyes to see your reaction.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Begins loosening the straps until you're free from the chair. Damn. It actually worked.
Did it? I feel like
You
shit.
well, that's what we expected. That's what the others said, the ones that survived anyway. Why did you want to do this?
I owe it.
Hmm. Well, his light burns bright in you now, doesn't it?
It's just gonna feel like this.
For a time. For a time. Praise his glory.
Yeah.
Can you stand?
I better.
Hmm.
And I'll make myself stand.
Weary at first, but you find your strength. The exhaustion, surprisingly, not gone, but you can feel it beginning to fade. Maybe just a night's rest be all you need. I assume they told you that there's more to the ceremony than just the injection.
I figured. I mean, sort of all of it.
Hmm.
Very important.
Now, this last part, it's a little different than the other. It's not going to hurt any, but it's necessary for us to do what we need to do. For you to do what you need to do.
Lead the way. Let's get it done.
He leads you out of the room. You see there's a couple people standing out the door, attendants dressed in robes of lathander. They see you step out, and you see like excitement on their faces. And they begin, talking excitedly to one another. The person with you puts a hand on your shoulder. Come on. This way. Leads you down the hallway. Turns a right, then a left, then stares down. Until there's a blackened stonework door. Beyond this lies our future. You ready?
Yes.
Opens the door, leads you in. You see an object slightly taller than you in this room. The air pulsates with energy that's coming off of it. It's a square balancing on one of the very tipped edges. An impossibility, but then again, you just had a miracle put inside your body. There's a circle of red in the center of it that fills the room. The door closes behind you. Person stands next to you and just kind of looks at the cube with you for a while. It's something else, isn't it?
Not for nothing, but seems a little different compared to he kind of like winds his fingers back.
Well, there's a lot of strange things out here. But what's happening to you and what's happening to us, the one thing you gotta remember about us, we're peerless. Come on. Let's get this done together. He holds a hand out for your hand.
I take it.
His hand and your hand touch the surface of the cube. You can feel the energy running through you from it. In accordance with the old rites, we have brought you something new, and we will ask our question. Are there any of us still left here? The red glow of the circle illuminates and brightens and brightens and burns until that's all you know is the red light. Merv, you are coughing and choking. Not to your death. But maybe you went a little too hard this time. Your eyes are watering. It burns, but in a good way. You need to maybe adjust the formula a little bit, but you think you almost have it. You can hear the sound of the swamp. You feel your legs hanging over the side of a dock and your feet just in the bog water. Well, slow down there, Merv. Save some for the rest of us. I'm trying to get woozy too.
Yeah, you wait your turn.
You look next to you. It's your brother. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Merv. Just a little taste of it.
No, I ain't got it right. You go back to your fucking tinker tools.
Oh, is that how it is? Come on. Are we brothers? Are we family or not, Merv?
You didn't let me play with your stick shooter.
The stick shooter?
My stick
Oh, come on now. How long has it been?
Didn't forget.
This is unconscionables.
You made me wait a whole week.
You don't
Merv,
give
like,
me.
Merv pukes over it. Like tips over and pukes off the dock.
Your brother makes a move to kind of grab the jar from you.
Fucking yeah. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. You get it.
He takes a little swig from it, and you see his face like so sour, right? Making that sour face. It's not doesn't taste sour, but something's happening to his face. He can't control. You see, he hands the jar back to you. Oh shit!
Breathe through your nose.
That's almost as good as Meemaw's.
It's getting there. Gotta breathe through your nose. If you can breathe through your ears, breathe through your ears.
Whew. Merv, you on to something with that one. I'm serious.
I thought so too.
I'm telling you, I think you could win this year's festival with that.
Yeah, Merv like contemplates for a second, like makes a motion as if to drink some more, gets about halfway to his mouth, and then just slowly like drops it back down.
Whew. I think I got more hair on my feet.
I mean, I think I could actually make something for that if that's like a a thing you want.
Mm, maybe. You think the ladies would like it?
I mean, maybe.
Hmm. Hmm. I know what's I know what's missing from it.
What you got?
Hmm. There's a there's an herb patch I know of. It's got some spice. I think it might just be the one.
It ain't the sniffing patch, right?
No, okay, it was
Okay,
the
yeah.
sniffing patch. Okay,
No, we don't go to the sniffing patch, you know.
okay. I got it. What if
Mm.
there's a fungus I know of, grows not far from here? I
Mm.
think it'll add a kick, but also glow up that juice real nice like.
You know, nothing ventured, nothing taken.
Mm. Bring it with us. We gonna need the courage.
Yeah, Merv nods surreptitiously while he has his back turned, reaches down to like scoop more bog water into it.
Your brother begins confidently wobbly walking towards a direction in the bog. And he keeps yelling and waving for you to follow him as he takes like little excited steps every now and then.
Yeah, Merv is mostly like looking down at the brew, like shaking it, like smelling it. He like reaches out, like takes a little bit of bark, like shakes a little bit of bark into it and sniffs it again.
Yeah.
Like not at all paying attention to his brother or the path that they're walking.
Yeah.
Probably a
You
path we walked a bunch.
you're not sure what ingredient is like did it, but you were like tripping for a minute there real hard. Like living another life tripping, another universe expanded in front of you for a moment.
Yeah.
Come on, Murph.
I mean, we ain't in no hurry.
Sun'll be setting soon, all right? Where's we's going, we don't want to be in there when the sun's down. Come on.
Merv like sets the bottle aside, starts hustling a little bit more.
All right. You and your brother head off into the bog. The sun, he wasn't wrong. The sun is beginning to set. He hurries it up a bit and leads you to a really large tree in the bog. It has one of those splits at its trunk that a lot of animals tend to get into. But this split leads somewhere. You can kind of fit into it, especially your size. You guys, and like a big folk would have to crawl, but your brother just kind of stoops down a little bit and has a wicked smile on his face.
Where
Come
the
on.
fuck? How the fuck did you find this?
Oh, I got my secrets just
No,
like
no,
you
no.
do.
Come on now. Come on now. Who told you? We've been up and down here like you ain't this smart.
All right, we was out here with Jenny, all right, canoodling. She
Right.
showed me where it is.
And Jenny showed you?
Yes?
Merv looks intensely skeptical. And what's in there?
Magic, Merv. It's magic.
I mean, is that like magic, lowercase magic, or magic, uppercase magic, or magic with a
Why,
squiggle?
why you gotta always ruin the surprise? Come on. He begins crawling, walking in this tunnel.
Yeah, Merv's following.
Yeah, the two of you make your way through this tunnel in the bog. There's the dripping of water from above that is not making its way all the way through the muck and the dirt here. And you find yourselves after about a 5 minute kind of crawl. There's a bit of stone ahead. And he goes, hold on, hold on, hold on. We gotta open this real quick. You hear him pushing, and there's a grinding of stonework, and there's like a red glow that comes out from behind, from ahead of him. He turns to look at you and says, it's right through here. Everything we need. And then steps in.
Yeah, step in.
You step in and you see this six-sided cube tilted up on its axis, balancing on one point. And the red light is coming from this circle of red in the center of it, not a solid circle like a ring. And he's not wrong. There's a vibration of energy in this place. He looks at you and says, this is our private place. What Jenny and I.
What the fuck is it?
I don't know. But watch this. He puts a hand on it, and you can see like not the surface, but the air around the cube kind of shimmers and vibrates a bit, and you can feel that energy growing in the room. Isn't that wild?
Where did what?
Come on. Come on, give it a try.
What's it gonna do?
It's safe. Don't you trust us?
I mean, I trust you. I don't trust your judgment always.
Okay, have I ever led you wrong 3 times in a row?
Merv like kicks the floor for a second. No. Fine. Takes a step forward to touch it.
All right. Your brother places his hand over top of yours, looks at you and smiles, and begins speaking while looking at you and says, in accordance with the old rites, I have brought you something new. I will ask my question. Are there any Malaks left on this world? The red light pulses, fills your vision, fills your mind, fills your universe. Cal, can you roll me a charisma saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ember, you are taken aback by everything that you have seen. The light fades, your consciousness feels like it's being pulled back impossibly fast. You're afraid that when it stops, you might not survive it. And when it does, you're relieved to feel that you are still in one piece. You look up as Moradin looks down upon you. A premonition of what could be.
I don't understand. What was a premonition?
What you've seen. The possible life ahead of you. One possible life. I'm sorry, it can be a bit confusing. I know.
Did I die again? Am I remember this place now. Wait,
You didn't die again. This is the first time you've died. We're working out whether or not you want to come back. I thought I'd give you a preview of what could happen. But the future is tricky. That's why it sometimes is a little wonky on the mind.
wait, that doesn't. We no, I went I went back. Cal got what's a gall? Well, that's you know what, maybe not the time to ask that.
Your friends are calling for you. But we can send you back. And maybe those things happen, and maybe they don't. Maybe they happen a different way, or not at all. Or maybe you stay here with us. You're a special creation of mine, Ember. I could use your help here.
If I've already gone through all this once, then you know I'm gonna say I can't stay.
Why would you leave us? Why
Wait,
would you
who's
leave
us?
this place? Us! And he gestures towards himself. Here, we have everything. Here, you can never die. We can sculpt life together. We can create together.
We could, yeah, but I have I have so much that I need to do still, and you know this. I've told you this, and I mean, I'll be back here eventually.
Why leave? You you would deny your lord?
I,
You would deny your god?
I didn't. You're wait. No, I did this, and you gave me the choice.
The only choice you have is what I allow for you. You think you're above me. You think you're above us. We are peerless.
No, you have a peer. Lathander watches most of your children now. This we no, you and I. This is not right.
You feel like a shift in the world. It's hard to describe, but it's like a cracking of a mirror somewhere. And you see Morden look up suddenly look around. His eyes glare at you. How are you doing this?
I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that whatever you're trying to do here, this is not. Where are my friends?
Your friends are dead.
You're lying.
We will break you. You are nothing before us. Do you understand this?
Bigger than you have tried. I have been in the presence of the real Moradin. I am forged by the Stone Lord. You cannot break me.
There is a grand shattering of glass, the ringing of a hammer on an anvil, and you see literal breaks in reality around you. And behind Moradin, you see a archway door, normal humanoid sized, beginning to open behind him and a white light beginning to pour out. He looks at the door, turns at you. No. No, 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 no. You will not escape us. We are peerless. And he like makes a lunge at you.
I will deck this dude square in the face. I don't know if I have anything on me. I'm not even gonna check. Uh, actually, I take that back. If I can, I would like to use my racial flame blade spell.
Uh-huh. Ted, it will surprise you that you can do any of this. Your blade appears in your hand, wreathed in flame. What do you do?
I am going. There's a door behind him that he's trying to keep me away from.
Yeah, it's very clear he does not want you to go through the door.
Yeah, I will use the blade to keep him off of me and just circle until I can get through the door.
Oh yeah, he advances at you, um, big fists, but he's suddenly not as big as he was somehow. He's smaller. I mean, he's still taller than you, but his fists aren't the size of mountains. They're just fists. You slice and slice. The door's at your back.
I will cast one last look at whatever this entity is. The blade will flicker out of existence. I will give him both middle fingers and I will back through the door.
You step backwards to the door, the Moradin screaming out loud, but the voice is shifting and changing and modulating into something unnatural. The white light envelops you. We'll come back to you in just a second. Um, Cal, for a moment, there's a flash of light that's filling the space. And you like raise a hand, even through the tent, it's somehow blinding for a moment. And then the color of red kind of wraps your vision, and you feel slimed, and you open your eyes, and there's a lot of eyes looking back at you in this moment. And you and Flown are in the tent, and it appears to be like hugging you, shielding you. And the voice says, are you okay?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Not good. I can't really see anything, right now.
Well, I've been known to have that effect.
No, seriously, I'm really blind here. I'm like really blind.
Oh, dear. Well, what's happened?
I think your friends opened the door.
Oh, well, then we should probably go in, shouldn't we?
Well, no. If you go in, it might get you. It might take you. It'll take you like it took the others.
Please, don't be ridiculous. Hold my hand. We'll go in together.
I can't see anything.
Well, perhaps, I am. Perhaps what you could do is sort of climb onto my back and then shrink down almost as if you were a shirt.
I could be like a cape.
Yeah, if you'd like, a cape would be nice.
Okay, I'll be okay, I'm thinking in my mind what a cape looks like. It gets on you and kind of droops down like a weird eyeballed cape. Little
Wonderful.
tendrils wrap around your neck and shoulders.
Yeah, now, listen, Flown, I know that this isn't the point of this endeavor, but I do feel the need to point out that you really are quite stylish. It's a rather nice look.
Hey,
You've
thanks,
done
I
well.
appreciate it, you know. Hey, just between you and I,
Yes. Yes,
I haven't
Flown?
really been with anybody before. Don't let anybody else know.
Flown, I never would have known had you not told me. It'll be our little secret.
Okay. Hey, hey, be careful. If you see something that's not organic,
Mm-hmm.
you should probably run or something.
Okay. But I mean, I'm looking around. I see lots of things that aren't organic. I'll just stomp on the floor.
Moving out of the tent,
Mhm.
you see the archway is open. You see a large cube, not as big as the strange cube you found hidden
Right.
in fog, not as big as this, smaller.
Mhm.
It's only slightly taller than most of you or your party.
Mhm.
But it's balanced on its edge in a similar strange way.
Right.
And in the surface that's facing you and your companions that you can see, there's a ring of red in the cube. And each of them, except for Ember, Kriaz, Merv, Ragnarok, Rainier, they each have their hand on the cube. And there is a thing, a metallic construct of some kind, humanoid in nature, but foreign in design,
Mhm.
that has its hands or appendages held outward, but they have splayed open into dozens of tubes that are shining lights into all of their eyes and faces. And they're all their faces. Well, their backs are to you, so you can't see them, but you see like all these lights shining. And this creature is like focused on them. But you see Ember kind of takes a few steps back, shakes her head. Ember, you see exactly what I just described for Cal. This entity, and I will move you all onto a map to kind of give you an idea of this thing.
I'm legally blind.
Same.
And there is a, although you all don't see this, but the other two do, and you will eventually, I'm sure. This is the entity that is standing next to them.
Okay.
Daddy. He's got drip.
I refreshed and everything is still black.
Everything's
Yeah, it just
still
said I don't have vision. I don't have vision
Right.
access.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, but
Oh.
all Ted and I are supposed to see is the pop-up.
You should see the pop-up. Also, I believe everyone should see the map now.
Yeah, I see
yeah,
the
okay.
cube now.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
not see the pop-up, however.
Okay, all right. I will show you again. No problem. Yeah,
That's
I
the
had it. It was
token.
still set to token vision, and obviously your tokens aren't here.
Got it.
Nice. You're. It's got nails in the feet.
Ember and Cal, you see that your allies. Ember, since you were standing right next to them, your allies are slack-jawed. They are, whatever this thing is doing to them, they are not in like their own senses at the moment.
And they're touching the cube.
They are touching the cube right now.
Okay.
Did I did summon the blade in the dream. Is it in my hand right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You see the entity's face turn towards you. It's like attention. You catch its attention as it notices that you are not under its control right now. You even see like there's tubes kind of dangling above where you were, blinking lights, but like they're not doing anything to you.
Okay.
This creature looks to you, Ember. There's that modulated screech that comes out of it, and it's screaming, "How did you break us? Impossible! We are peerless!"
I would like. Go for it.
Them go. No. That's it.
Okay. I'm with my action, I'm twinning vortex warp and trying to move. I'll start with Merv and Rainier, just trying to move them behind me. I have no
Okay.
idea if they're willing in their current state. I don't know.
Okay. They technically are not willing currently. Go ahead. What is it? Con saves they need to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, con save. Okay, I'll need con saves from Merv and Rainier.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I fucked it up.
Nice.
Hey, we fucked it up. High five, man.
Twinsies.
And I'm going to use a bonus action to convert one of my pact magic slots into sorcery points.
Fucking
Okay.
incredible. I cannot believe we both failed.
The two of you are pulled away. Where did you put them?
Behind me and Floon and Karen Jr.
Okay, all right. Merv and Rainier, the two of you, have like a severe vertigo effect on you, and your eyes are blinking, like the red is fading from your vision, and you are seeing the scene in front. There is the cube. You see your allies. You are very confused about what is happening because you're not sure what is currently real. Um, but you do see this space. You are still under an effect of the creature, but you have your own volition at this moment.
Uh, does that effect allow me to draw my crossbow?
You can draw your crossbow, but you don't want to take any shots at whatever this creature is. Um, but everyone else is your allies, so you're on edge. You're not exactly sure who you would shoot at this moment.
How do we feel about our friends touching the cube?
The cube, probably not great.
Yeah, they don't look good, do they?
Yeah, the vibe is not good as far as what's happening with the cube.
So the guy might be our friend.
Yeah, the guy you kind of feel okay about, whatever that weird thing is.
Yeah, Merv is going to start trying to run forward to like telekinetic shove probably Ragnarok.
Yeah,
Whoever's nearest. It's 30 feet, so I have to like run forward and like try to yank him.
to try to pull that. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go into initiative because I'm sure many people want to do many things, and this will help kind of clean that up a bit. Um, Also because this entity wants to react and do things as well. Let me put
He's
your
he's giving me
token to the
real
board.
Buckethead vibes.
Yeah.
Give me real Buckethead vibes. This space, it's all theater of the mind, right?
Mhm.
So you don't have to move your tokens in any way.
Yeah.
Are we all rolling? Love it. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Little Chorb is in there.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Surprisingly, also Chorb and the pseudo dragon are also like have these lights on them.
Yeah, okay.
Though nothing has yet occurred to them. So they would still be affected.
Right, he beat me by a point.
And Glaxter is a lover, not a fighter, my friends.
Yeah.
He's
I
also
think
fully
that's okay.
blind. He's also fully blind in this moment.
He has a lot of eyes.
He's got a lot of eyes.
Bit of a cloak eye situation.
Bit of a cloak eye situation. Okay. It would start with your pseudo dragon, who's like basically past turn.
Yeah,
Does
so
he?
he
Does,
just-
does he? Yeah, I
I
was
think
gonna
he
say. It was like,
automatically dodges if without instruction from me.
yeah. I'm also like, I am unclear sometimes about like the packed familiar because I know it does different stuff. But yeah, he would just essentially just pass for easy
Yeah.
use on here. Kriaz is still jacked into the matrix at this moment, so you are past. Rainier, however, you are here, but you kind of consider this guy a friend.
Kicking me in the nuts.
Okay.
One thing, um, everyone except for the pseudo dragon, Chorby, Ember, and Cal. Everyone else who was actually affected and had to touch the cube, your max HP is reduced by 5.
Okay.
How do I do that? That's a permanent thing?
It is a permanent thing as far as you are aware of currently.
Okay, so let me fix that. I need to remember what that goes back to.
Yeah, so just make note of it. And then I know how to add a thing to your sheets that will actually like keep it at the 5. But we'll worry about that later. Okay, Rainier.
Is my right still active?
You were never like like what's the terms for breaking it? Unconsciousness?
No, it's
Isn't it just until you rest?
I
Or
think
like
I can turn it off manually,
I believe that would be correct. Even if it
which
said
is
you
why I'm
couldn't, I would
asking.
allow that for sure.
Well, I'm not
Um,
trying to. It's a question of if, under the effect, I was compelled to do so.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Cal, you put me how far back?
Like 5 feet behind me.
Okay. Would I be able to, in the turn, run and try to grab Ragnarok?
Sure.
Okay. Then I'm going to try to break him free from whatever is. You said there's like tubes, right?
Yeah, they're not connected to you. It's like
Okay, they're just
uh
around.
yeah, they're just shining lights in the eyes and like like you see when you get there you see like he can't stop looking at them and is like completely engaged.
I'm just going to use my Blood Curse of the Eyeless, I think. If I can do that. It's technically a reaction with a trigger, but what do you think about me using a blinding effect to temporarily blind my friend?
The context of this is fun and cool. I what is the normal triggering event?
If I take damage from a creature, or
Okay.
if I'm attacked by a creature.
Okay, let's say for this, let's just let it happen because it's
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Okay.
But normally you would need that the real trigger.
Yes.
But it's super creative and I like it.
Yeah, I'm not going to amplify it so he's not blind for a while, but this does something.
Yeah, I mean if you blind him, Ragnarok, you slowly kind of come like the red fades from your vision and you feel like you're shifting a bit like from like it's hard to describe without seeing, but you feel like your body's shifting from one place to another, and you're a little unsteady in your feet, but you were also blind at this moment. But you suddenly like you're not there with your master, right? Like wherever you were, you like you can feel like you're not there anymore.
Hey, come on, big fella. I'll like try to get your attention and take your hand up.
Okay, Rainier, you have freed
Yeah.
Ragnarok from there. Any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
Nope. I bent enough rules, I think.
Okay, I love it. Ragnarok. How long is Ragnarok blinded for?
Technically, it's only for one of his attacks.
Uh, okay, okay. We'll say you're blinded for let's just say this round since we're being a little loosey and goosey with it. You feel like you can feel yourself being like dragged, like someone's pulling you, and you can hear the voices of your friends, kind of frantically trying to figure out like what is happening right now.
Okay. Uh, then I'm still blind, so I don't know if there's anything really to do on the turn because I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
man.
No, no, you're good. That
Not
was
a
cool.
problem. Not a problem at all. As you pull Ragnarok away, Ragnarok, you're following along. You see one of the tendrils that has been like this guy's hands are like splayed out to like dozens of tendrils each. These tubes that somehow fit and collapse in his arms. Um, uh, some of these tendrils that aren't currently like lighting somebody swing out towards Ragnarok. I'm actually going to use both his legendaries that I would have used on your turn, Rainier. So it's going to be one attack for Rainier, one attack for Ragnarok.
Does this trigger any kind of save?
It
As a sudden
may.
effect?
It may. I'll let you know.
I was about to say.
He, excuse me, just wild screeches and screams of how is this happening? Okay, Rainier, roll me a D2 or flip a coin for me. One, it's you. Two, it's Ragnarok.
Hey.
Sorry, babe.
Okay.
Nah, you're good.
Okay. That's a 23 to hit Ragnarok.
I'll do it.
Silvery barbs.
Okay, I was expecting. was expecting.
Yeah, well.
Okay. 23 to hit Ragnarok.
Okay.
That's gonna be for 11 slashing damage, which you're not raging yet.
Nope.
You do. The other attack misses you, Rainier. Ragnarok, you do get to make a. Hold on, let me double check what the thing is.
Ember, you've got advantage.
Wait.
Okay. Make another. Actually, I need to fully look up.
If it was the check from last time, it was a wisdom save.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the true condition. Okay. And then what this creature's effect itself is. Cool. Yeah, Ragnarok, you can make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Well,
Okay. You shake your head a bit and you see through the disguise of your master and the false memories that have been implanted in your mind. You see this creature standing there instead, whispering evil into your ear, making you do something while it asks its questions to this cube. This thing has wronged you. You are certain.
Good.
Okay, that is the end of your turn. Ember, you are fully, you have your own faculties and everything.
Yeah, I am just gonna try to run the flame blade straight through this thing, just shouting, "I said let them go!" And I have advantage on this. Oop. So it's the 18 to hit.
The 18 hits.
That doesn't seem right. Oh, that's because that's produce flame. Whoops.
whoops.
Oh, there you go. Whoopsies. The roll will count.
Okay. Oh god. I was on the wrong tab.
No, you're
I
fine.
was on the wrong tab. If it okay, the to hit is the same. It's still
Mhm.
+8 to hit regardless. But it is 3d6 fire damage instead of 2d8. So that is 9 points of fire damage.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. It
And
doesn't like it.
okay. I will let the blade wink out of existence. I believe I can do that. Yeah, if you let go of the blade, it disappears, but you can invoke the blade again as a bonus action. I will drop that to pull my hammer off my belt and then chuck it at this thing. I am casting spiritual weapon. Okay.
Hits? Hell yeah.
It already rolled the damage on there for the 7 force damage.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Merv.
Yeah.
Merv, you're still hooked. You got pulled?
Yeah, I'm away.
Okay, cool. You're just kind of you like this guy. You don't think he's a problem. You're not sure why your friends are attacking.
Yeah, I'm gonna like run forward a little bit so I can get within 30 feet of Krios. I'm gonna shout out, Nail feet, help me get him away from the cube. like to the guy that's my
To the
friend.
guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool, cool.
I don't know what his name is, but nail feet seems right, or maybe 3 arms. I don't know. And yeah, I'll try to telekinetic shove to pull him 5 feet towards me.
Yeah, to
'Cause
pull
he said
Krios.
Krios, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no, not that guy. He's not touching
Yeah.
the cube. The cube
Yeah,
is the
yeah, yeah.
object of the bad.
Correct. Cool. Krios, you just need to make a strength saving throw. The DC
Okay.
is 15, I believe, from her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wrong button.
You
That
want to
one.
fail.
That's actually really hard.
I know. It's just the best I got for you.
I
Ooh.
could.
Well,
I have a +7.
how far away was Cal from the cube?
I mean, it's like loosey-goosey here, right? So,
Yeah,
let's say within 30, 40 feet, you know?
I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to like try to get up and like basically like Merv, because I don't know, that combat's happening. Merv wants to like get underneath the connection to see like he's assuming like Krios must be like hooked or something, like his hand might be like stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to get up closer to get a look. No
Sure.
other mechanics. He's just trying to actually get up next to Krios so he
Cool,
can like
yeah.
see
Yeah,
it.
You make your move right there, no problem.
Yeah, because he's
Um,
assuming Krios is like maybe physically stuck to it, body horror style.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Okay, Cal.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on Krios. Try and get Krios out of there.
Okay, hell yeah. Con
Back
save
at it
from
again.
con save from Krios. Too strong.
And
This is
with my
not
bonus
intentional.
action, I don't know if I need to do it with my bonus action, but I'm just going to instruct Kieran Jr. Flown can't see. Make sure to keep them safe. And
Yeah.
I'm just mechanically, I just want it to hold its reaction. So if anything tries to attack Flown, Pseudo Dragon will try and jab it.
Yeah. Your pseudo dragon is currently bedazzled.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Your familiars were
Okay.
all affected because I had you roll for your familiars as well. Yeah, they are. He is affected by it. They are whatever they are.
Gotcha.
You can make a different bonus action.
In that case, I am going to. I would have twinned that spell to try and bring Kieran Jr. onto my shoulder. So I'll make a Constitution saving throw for KJ.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll allow it. All right, so Kieran appears at your shoulder. Um, there's a lot of images flooding your mind of like confusion, heavy confusion. He also, as like he's watching things going on, unsure why people are harming his construct friend. Cool, excellent. This boy's go.
Oh, I'm up there next to Krios.
Yeah, you certainly are.
Fuck. I didn't fully think about that.
It's
It's good I didn't think about it.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
He looks at you, Merv. You see his weird eyes. There's a shimmer on them. I'll need you to make a con save. The DC is 17. Very good.
Not for
Um,
poison or anything, right?
Not for poison. He moves forward to step between Merv and Kriaz to like the rest of you.
Nail feet,
and-
help me out.
um, there's you see its head turns sharply and it goes, "We are peerless." And
Yeah, I get that.
it begins like whipping its hands, those tubes around a bit, keeping the one still on our boy, but its free arm is now just swinging these tubes. These tubes are long in this mode, but he's currently not hitting anybody now because he tried to do a thing to Mr. Merv.
Do I get a save for him trying to look in my eyes? Like, what do I interpret that as?
You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know,
you
man.
do not. Yeah, and
Try
you
to
do
give me
not.
that boogity. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, your pseudo dragon. It doesn't want to hurt this boy, so you won't be able to instruct him to do that.
So yeah, it's just gonna dodge.
Okay, it will dodge. Kriaz is still affected. Rainier.
I'll just I think I'm just gonna try to use force to get to detach.
Yeah, help me out.
Yeah, I'm coming to help Merv.
Okay, cool. You rush forward, slip around the guy to grab Kriaz and try to pull him out. You'll need an athletics check to like move. Actually, you didn't need one on Ragnarok, right?
No, because I blinded him though.
Oh yeah, you did
Yeah, it's
blind him.
different.
Yeah. I was
I
like,
used
there's
a
something there with
resource.
it. Yeah. Give me an athletics check because he wants to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, Kriaz, give me an athletics check as well.
Yeah, you're gonna whip
Oh.
my ass. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, you're steadfast, hand on the cube. He's like a
Jesus.
stone.
You think he's
at this
fucking
point.
stuck?
He's so fucking heavy.
Jesus Christ. I
He's
think
just-
his hand might be fused to the fucking thing.
Anything else for you?
Nope.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you feel a bunch of these tubes begin wrapping around you and raking against you. But that's a miss.
Oh, god damn it, Nail Feet. Not right now. Busy.
Ragnarok, same thing. You don't. This guy is still your friend. But
Oh, I thought
He succeeded.
you succeed?
Yeah, I
Okay.
succeeded my
Yeah.
way.
He's
I'm
the
sorry.
only
I
one that
went through the
has-
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
You
the
hate
only
this
one that
fucking
has-
guy. Yeah, you hate this fucking guy.
He's just gonna start by screaming, "How dare you pervert her memory!" And then, not shift, excuse me, rage.
All right.
I love when
Um,
Ragnarok gets angry and starts talking.
And then I am going to first push Kriaz and just say,
Hey.
"Wake up!"
Rush in, first attack, a push. Okay, roll your athletics. Kriaz, roll athletics. You will woo the dick.
There we go.
Okay. Shoves him away from the cube and the lights. Kriaz, you
Fucking finally.
begin to kind of see your environment. Same thing when it comes to your turn. You don't want to hurt this guy, but you do want to help any of your friends as necessary. Okay, that was your first attack of the show.
Yeah, and I like to think that I just did that with one arm while the rest of them were really trying hard to push
Absolutely.
Kriaz.
Absolutely.
I mean,
And
more
then
competencies, bud.
was not clear, but I chose my claws.
Okay, yep.
Oops. I'm just gonna move it so it'll stop giving me this whole little "you're too far away" thing.
Oh, yeah. If you're like targeting them, it'll be like, you're not within the range that I've been told.
Reckless.
Hits, yeah.
Hey.
Absolutely.
And then one more.
Ooh,
Missed.
miss.
Sorry, just kidding.
Nah,
Mhm.
that's my turn.
Okay, very good.
They were
At
both
the-
nines. They were both nines.
At the end of your turn, some of the tubes lash out towards you. It's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, that's 11 slashing, reduced from your rage. Ember?
Um. Hmm. I will use a bonus action for the spiritual weapon to attack.
Mm-hmm.
I will just do that through Beyond 20. Spiritual weapon.
Just shy.
Yeah. How big is the room? Not very big, right?
Not super big. Let's say it's well, I mean, technically it's 60-foot diameter, right?
Okay.
If Cal was like 30 feet away initially.
Hmm, okay. Um, and our good friend Nail Feet here, um, is he like? Does he appear as like a single construct, or does this look like an entity that is wearing, say, armor or
Um,
something along those lines?
it is a single construct, but it's in its like the way it looks like there's almost a fashion to it. Like it looks like it's kind of wearing a weird skirt thing, wearing like its head almost looks like it has a hat in its formation. It looks almost like there is a um beard coming out from the bottom of its head. It also only has one eyeball. Um it's a funky looking thing.
Okay. Essentially, I'm deciding between heat metal and spirit guardians.
Oh, right. I think
Yep.
isn't he like you can't heat a person, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can heat weapons or armor that they are holding.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
was asking.
Yeah. He's not wearing armor. Yeah.
Okay.
He is the armor.
Okay. Well, you know what? I've got this flame blade up, so I will hit with that, and I will think about what I'm going to do. I will not hit with that because that's a nat 1, baby.
Okay.
Gotta have one a night. That's the at least one a night.
Gotta have that.
Just one a night. I wish.
Okay. Uh tendrils slam at you. That's 24 to hit for 12 slashing damage.
Oh, right.
Is not magical. Actually, is magic damage. Is magic
Um,
damage. Murph.
I want to say, yeah, okay.
Ragnarok's going full fucking beast mode on. He said, "I do." So similar question: do I think he's like a construct, like Chorby, or is he
Um,
more of like a biotech?
your quick thing, like looking at him, you think
Yeah.
construct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to use telekinetic shove to get. You said Chorby is caught by it too, right?
Yeah. Chorby's not
Yeah.
touching the thing, but it is like just sitting there floating.
Yeah, I'm at least gonna try to. I guess I'm gonna reach up and try to like get a hold of Chorby, like
Okay.
jump up, get both hands on him, and like pull him down.
Yeah. Give me opposed athletics between you and Chorby.
This is gonna be a disaster. We're both pretty good at this. Oh, he's gonna fucking beat me. Uh, he doesn't even. Oh, there it is. Oh, hold on, he might not.
Yo.
He's got a -3. I reach up and fucking like football him.
Yeah.
I
honestly,
like.
if you'd lost that, I don't know that you would ever live that down.
I like reach up, grab him like football style, and like I'm looking at him and just start like gently tinking him on the ground slightly. Try to like shake some sense into him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Torp, come on, man.
Excellent. Okay, Cal.
I will put my thumb and forefinger into my mouth and make an action as if I were whistling, but nobody except Mr. Peerless can hear me.
With a mind sliver. A mind sliver. Succeeds.
And I am going to use a sorcery point to quicken create bonfire.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Can't heat him up. We'll see about that.
Also succeeds on the save against that.
Son of a bitch.
Trying
Flown,
to
any bright ideas? It seems like half of my friends are enthralled by this thing.
Oh, no. What do they look like? Tell me.
Well, they were sort of slack-jawed and touching this cube, and we pushed them
No,
away.
the thing. What does the thing look like?
Oh, like a bucket on its head and one eye and nails coming through its feet, and he keeps saying that he's peerless.
Oh, fuck, it's the Peerless. Oh, fuck, it's the Peerless. Okay, don't, if they get their lights on you, don't let that happen. They're surprisingly weak. Just beat the shit out of them.
Understood.
Okay, anything else?
Doing a
That's
180
it.
on Clown here.
Okay, the Peerless. Only, I don't think anybody's on the cube anymore. Everybody's been decubed. Okay. Cal, you're not under any of the effects of it. Rainier,
Did it make a saving throw for the bonfire?
It did. It succeeded.
Yeah,
It essentially just like steps to the left from.
Gotcha.
Does it take? Yeah, it's a cantrip. That's no damage. Rainier, it looks at you. Its eyes shimmer, and I need a con save from you.
Okay.
DC 17.
Haha.
You like you suddenly for a moment you feel like you're back in that same memory again before you're brought back to reality. You feel like a twisting in your stomach that is spreading to your veins, and then it kind of subsides and you feel normal.
Okay. Do I make a wisdom save?
You do not actually.
Okay.
Okay, and it rushes even closer to you all. As it rushes towards you all, you see its like head is moving. It seems to be like assessing, and its like head looks towards where the doorway is open to that elevator shaft. You can see its movements are beginning to take it in that like it's circling into that direction. It's your Shooter dragon. Doesn't your Shooter dragon go on your turn, or does it get its own turn?
No, it's
Oh,
technically a familiar, so it gets its own turn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I will continue to try and instruct it to protect Flown, but it will continue to send me images of how much it likes this
How it
peerless
likes the
dude.
boy. Yeah. Kriaz. Kriaz, I believe you are still affected by it. Everyone seems to be safe, but you're not sure why they're fighting your friend here.
I mean, when Ragnarok's swinging on things, Kriaz wants to be there to understand why. He's just tapping on Ragnarok's shoulder. He's like, "Hey, hey,
Mhm.
hey, why are you hitting him? He's nice. He was nice to me."
Sorry.
And let's see. Yeah, this could work. No, maybe. Mm, yeah, okay, yeah. Uh, Yeah, he's just gonna pester Ragnarok.
Okay. All right. Very good. Rainier.
I um I think I'm stuck in confusion. I don't
I
think
think
I can act.
Yeah, I think we're stuck in confusion. Okay. Ragnarok.
So I sent you a personal message, but when I lost internet, it kind of kicked me out, but now I can't sign back in because it says I'm signed in still.
Oh, I am
It's like,
not I am not sure exactly how to fix that.
okay, then I'll have you roll.
Without like doing something that'll like shut the game down
Yeah, yeah,
essentially.
yeah. So I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
have you roll for me, but he'll turn
Okay.
to Kriaz and say, Kriaz, open your eyes. He's a bad guy. And then I will recklessly attack 3 times, shift, and bite for a 4th.
Okay. All claws and then bite, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're definitely gonna hit. Let's see if there's a crit. No, there's not. Okay, first attack hits. Okay, second attack hits. The third attack. Okay, almost crits. And then you have a bite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the +2s get added for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, every attack hit on that.
Yeah, I'm just
Um,
wailing on this guy like I haven't
yeah,
before.
yeah, it was super, super good for that.
Now with his neck in my mouth. No.
Um, in truly incredible. This guy, this construct, like you're tearing pieces of him off. Like you're tearing bits of his body apart right now. It does not look in a good way at all. That was a truly incredible amount of damage you were able to do to this thing.
Mhm.
Okay, Amber.
Start, I think, with the hammer that is floating through the air as a bonus action to
Hell yeah. I'm
attempt
actually
to.
going to make some legendary attacks. You go ahead and make your attacks with it as well.
That is an 18.
That's a miss on Kriaz. Rainier, this is going to hit you for 23 for 12 slashing.
Okay.
Make a save, please.
Wisdom.
Oh, that is not high enough.
Ah.
The spiritual weapon hits.
Okay. That is 13 force
13.
damage.
Incredible. This thing, like you've blasted off a chunk of its weird tall head to see like strange tubes underneath. This thing looks like it is screaming in agony. And it is screaming out, going, "We are peerless. We cannot be stopped. We will consume this world. We will destroy the Malaks. You cannot stop us."
Boy. I really don't want him getting out that doorway. So Ember will circle the opposite way. I will end concentration on the flame blade, and I think as she is circling and getting very, very tired of listening to this thing, the red of her skin will fade to darker colors. There will be veins of yellow and red and gold like magma crackling through skin. I am casting Spirit Guardians again.
Hell yeah. On its turn, it'll make
Yeah.
a save, right? Okay.
Correct.
Incredible. Murph.
More importantly,
Uh,
its speed in the area is halved, and I will
Is halved.
position myself between it and the door. I
You got
do
it.
not
So-
want it escaping.
Currently, I have 3 allies around it, right? One of
Mhm.
which is fighting it. Krios is in there. Is Rainier up there?
Hey.
I'm
And-
still charmed and dazed.
Yeah. Is Ember within? Is Ember close to the thing currently?
I would say so.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think it's a fucking weird move. Merv is probably at this point shouting like, I don't think I can fucking heal him. He's not like can everybody just fucking stop? I am going to take a step back so I'm around the other side of the like cube kind of. I'm gonna like lean down and I'm dropping web on everyone. I want everybody to stop. I don't know why everybody's doing this, but everybody needs to stop.
Okay, hell yeah. Big web. I'd say the space is such that unless you think you're like way far away, that it's probably hitting most people.
I'm trying to get as many people as I know Cal is probably the only one who's a little ways back. Cause I'm trying to hit like around everybody that's in this fucking confusing melee.
Yeah.
I want
yeah,
him to
yeah.
stop. I want fucking Ragnarok to stop tearing him apart. Rainier is
right.
fine, but Rainier is just in the casualty zone. Krios is yelling about shit. So yeah, dexterity saving throw. Everybody's getting webbed. Ember might be getting webbed too. I don't know.
Oh, I'm definitely getting webbed because
Yeah.
my yeah, there we go, number 2.
Definitely getting webmed up.
God damn it.
The Peerless succeeds on their nat 20.
You said dexterity saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Yo. Yes.
What's the DC?
I got a
Merv's
6.
DC is
It's 15.
15. Yeah, so
Perfect.
Ragnarok, you're good. Yeah,
So
yeah,
who did
You-
anybody even got? Only Cal?
Me.
yeah. Krios, Ember, and Cal.
Unfortunately, Ember.
Then yeah, I don't like. I missed the 2 that I want. The 2 that are fucking scrapping.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can lose concentration. Does it dissolve
Yeah.
immediately or over round?
I think it dissolves immediately, right?
Okay. I think that's probably accurate.
Yeah,
I
because
wanted
you're at
to hit
concentration on a
two.
concentration
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So fucking I will try to pull Ragnarok away from with my bonus action.
Okay, cool. Strength save from Ragnarok.
Because Ragnarok is tearing it apart.
Ooh,
Nope.
Too strong.
Well, okay. Merv is just throwing his fucking hands up and running around the edge of the cube, like hunkered down. Like I
Yeah.
wash my hands of the situation. I don't.
Ragnarok turns
I don't
and
know
grabs
how-
it
Ye-
at Merv.
I told you to fucking stop. And that's my turn. I got Chorby under one arm.
Okay, Cal.
Oh, Merv, we'll stop very shortly. Once it's dead. Glitter bomb.
First one impacts, no damage.
Glitter bomb number 2.
Ooh, same thing, slams in, no damage to it. Oh, the second one hit.
I'm in the
Iggy.
nuts. Oh,
You blast a hole in the chest of this thing as it all of a sudden the tubes in the air drop. It looks down and like sees there's a hole to the other side and it looks up at you. We are beer and just falls over.
Seems more
No
like
one.
pointless to me. You see what I did there, Flown?
damn.
Oh, thick. High five. I can't see your hand. High five.
Are we still charmed? Or did our buddy just get murked?
No, immediately the invigilating effect on you all ends, and all your senses return back to you. Full knowledge of this thing having implanted false memories, false reality, and you see it instead of what you had originally seen in your memories, knowing that it had purposefully affected you.
Ragnarok is still tearing apart this thing.
Yeah, pieces just flying in the air.
Everybody okay? Sorry, I opened the door.
Rainier sits down and puts his head in his hands.
Yeah, Merv is like over to the side, like with his back against the wall, like with his head, like hands over his ears.
I tried to tell you, I pretty
I don't understand. We've had tough battles before. Why is everyone so down? About Tube Man here getting blown to bits.
I saw. I think
Hey.
it was like in my head.
Mm-hmm.
He perverted Genevieve's memory.
It was in my.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And
Yeah, he was making everybody see things.
yeah, the Peerless kind of read your memories and then create a false reality to control you in that space.
How,
They're pretty bad.
how do I know this isn't like?
Merv, do you remember one of the first conversations we had? You're asking about my friend?
Yeah.
Do you remember what I told you? Just don't grip it too tight. That's how it all gets away from you.
Okay. Okay. You see, like Merv like takes his glasses off, like folds them, is like twirling them around in his hands as he like closes his eyes and looks up. Renee, are you okay? He getting you?
He doesn't say anything.
Ragnarok turns to Kriaz. The next time I hit something, you hit it too. No questions.
It was nice to me.
No questions.
Why?
I'm sorry, Ragnarok. I thought you would. I thought.
Fine.
Well,
Wow.
Ember, we did it. What do you? You want to see it?
What's left of it.
Is there anything else in this room?
It is the creature. You now that you have a moment to like assess, you see there are three other corpses here, skeletal remains. Um, uh, two of which are more humanoid shaped, more like not dwarven, and then one of them is dwarven in nature. And you can see next to them is a very rusty looking hammer. Um, Besides the peerless and the corpses, there's just the cube with that same light, and the things and the visions you've seen, the interactions with it, those are all like you see the energy around it, in like in the air it crackles. Whatever this thing is, like it is a real artifact here, and that thing was definitely doing something with it. Um, which I think, due to since we're well over, we should discover that next time we play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. With